Hey everybody, it is Heather here from Hojo's Teaching Adventures. Today I want to start a new segment about teaching our littles to write. I absolutely love teaching writing when I taught kindergarten, and now that my own kids are, well, my son is past that stage and my daughter's right there. So it's been so fun to watch them. And I just wanted to share with all of you so that whether you are a classroom teacher or a homeschool teacher, or whatever, if you're the one helping a child learn to write, I just thought this would be helpful to you. So I always start by just telling them, like, hey, you know, did you know you're a writer? And they're like, no, I can't write. I can't write. I can't write. And I'm like, but you can. And they kind of look at me like, really? Really? So what I love to do is go, well, yeah, even babies can write because babies do this. And I just scribble. And then they're like, that's not writing because they're kids. But I'm like, yeah, actually it is. Like scribbling is writing. So we go into how it is indeed writing. And then I tell them, I'm like, but scribbling's not like adult writing. So let's start doing adult writing. So then I'll get a suggestion from the kids and like, what do we want to write about today? Maybe like a pet. And of course, somebody always says a dog or a cat. So I use my fabulous artistic skills to draw whatever it is they tell me. Today it's going to be a fabulous cat. And I was always told I was the best drawer. So I'm sure you would all totally agree. Okay. So I draw a picture and they all cheer and tell me how awesome I am. And then I'm like, oh, okay, what do I want to say about my cat? I want to say I like my cat. So I'm like, I know the letter I. I like, ooh, 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 I hear ooh. I don't know if it's a C or K. I'm going to put C. I like my cat. Ah, t. And that's what they write. I like my cat. And I'm always praising, always praising. And then what I like to do is I like to come under here and write it the correct way so they can learn. I like my, because I always want to talk to them one-on-one. I like my, and since they got cat right, I'm going to put a star. I like my cat. So I am telling them, wow, look at, you got the letter I totally right. Like, you heard two of the sounds. That's so amazing. That's such a good job. My, you got the first letter. And cat, you spelled the whole thing right. And now at the end, you even remembered, like a grown-up, to put a period. That is so amazing. That is just awesome. So what I'd like to do then is even take this a step further, and I want to go print this. So I would print just their sentence, I like my cat, and then I would let them redraw it. And we would put that into their published works. I would also keep this. I have a folder generally for each student, or if I was, my own home, I would have a folder just so we can watch that growth. So that's how I would do this. We're going to come back and do more videos at another time, but I just wanted to get you started with how I would go about starting to teach them. Remember, it's first, you're not a baby anymore. You know how to write. And then we listen to these sounds. And I guess I do want to say one more thing. I've literally had kids go, well, I can't scribble, but I don't know any letter sounds. And that's okay too. I once had a girl, she looked beyond me, and she was actually looking at the alphabet chart, and she wrote down the alphabet. And then at the end, she told me this whole story to go with it. And that was fine because she was starting to understand that letters make words, make stories. And even with her, I was like, oh my goodness, you wrote letters like a big kid. That's amazing. We want to celebrate what they're doing well. If we immediately get after them, it's probably not going to end well. I mean, let's think about it. Even adults can find writing stressful at sometimes. So this would be my recommendation, is Tell them they're not scribbling. Tell them they're writing letters. Accept that even if they don't know the sound yet, that's okay. And this is not something, I mean, if you have like an advanced preschooler, maybe something to start in kindergarten. By first grade, definitely, but it's more going to depend on the child and what they're ready for. I would meet with my students in kindergarten once a week. And this is where some of my class started. Some of my class started here where they were just writing down, like one girl just wrote her name. And then I was like, oh, I know that word, but what does this say? And she's like, I like myself. She wrote her name. So I totally accept that. But we will be back with more videos. Just wanted to get you started, but I so appreciate you being here and listening. Thank you.